Hey everyone, and welcome. Today I wanted to do a custom to my Mezco 112 BvS Batman. Now, this Batman figure is by far one of the best figures I've ever seen in the 112 collective, and it's basically one of the best 6-inch figures that is out there in the market. And what is so great about this figure is that it's so accurate to what the movie looked like, and the fact that it's got cloth and the way it moves, it makes it look like a miniaturized hot toy, which is really great, and the posability on here is really awesome. But I wanted to talk about something that really bothered me when I got this figure, and that is the cape. Now, the cape itself is made of a great material. I do not have a problem with it whatsoever. The one thing that I did not like is the fact that in the back of it, as you can see, when you spread out the cape, you will see that it has a lot of scallop legs on there. And in the film, it did not have this many of these scallop legs involved. In fact, there was only, I believe, 7. And you can see that when you see Batman flying through the warehouse window trying to save Martha Kent. And then you could also see it in Suicide Squad when he's gliding down into the alleyway to stop Deadshot. And it looks so great in that film and the way it was portrayed, but this wasn't actually made accurately to what the film was. Now, my thought is perhaps Mezco got plans of how it was going to look like cape-wise, and it got changed towards the end of the film, or they just decided to make this design of the cape this way so that it makes it look much more nicer when you have it in hand, which it does. And the only thing is, I'm just not too happy with it. So I'm going to be doing a custom cut to my cape in hopes to make it more movie accurate. And I'm really hoping it comes out well, and I really hope it doesn't look bad. But this is a risk I'm taking, and I'm hoping that I can teach you guys to do it if you decide to do it, or to see if you like it. So let's see how we can go moving forward now. And just to give you an idea of what I mean about the cape having only 7 scallop legs, here is the Hot Toys BvS Batman, and it has a custom cape made by Tony May, and the cape itself is made to look more movie accurate, and as you can see, it only has 7 scallop legs, which is really nice. And so when it drapes down, it looks really nice, and it goes towards the floor. So that's the way I want my Mezco figure to look like. So let's see if I can actually do that without messing up. Now, one of the first things that I want to do is I want to figure out how many of these little scallop legs there are, and try to figure out a way to make 7 of them. So as I look behind here, and let me put the figure down. Oh, never mind, I'll just keep it down. If I put it across here, I'm hoping you guys can see it. And as you can see, when I counted, each single one of these are about 7 of them. So in order to get the 7 scallop legs that I want, I'm going to have to cut every 4 of these. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. This area right here is going to be 1 cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be another cut right here, and so on, and I should get 7 of them. So in order to do this, what I am doing is I used a pizza pan that I've used for my capes, and I just basically cut a cardboard piece, and what I did is from this end to this end should give me an exactly 1 cut to make on the cape. So in order to do that, I'm just going to be placing them here, and I'm going to be cutting it. So let me just give you a much more better look, and then we can start cutting. So here I have the cape laid flat, and I'm going to be using this, and I'm going to put it right above that area. Apologize if you can't see it, but it's one of those things where it's like it's got to be very accurate to where it needs to be. And yeah, and to do the cut, I will be using a very small rotary cutter. And before I do this, I just want to mention that this itself, by doing this, you actually have deflated its value because it's no longer an original piece. But since I am planning on sticking with this guy for a very long time, I'm not too worried about that, but I just wanted to mention that to you guys if you decide to do this. So here we go. Let's get this thing ready for the first cut. And there it is. There's the first cut. So let me continue on and do the rest, and we'll see how it goes so far. Now, to show you the progress that I've made so far is that I've already cut half of the cape. So I wanted to show you the difference between the stock version of the cape and the custom cut to it. So as you can see, this right here is the original way it looked, and this is what I just did. So in a way, this now looks more movie accurate, and it is kind of a scary thing to do, because when I was doing it, I'm just like scared that I'm gonna screw up and that I'm afraid it's not gonna look good. But looking at it sideways right here, I'm hoping you guys can see that, it's not too bad. I mean, part of it is not on touching the floor, which is fine with me. I mean, it's not always draping, it's just the bottom part. Bottom parts will be draping, but I think it's fine. So let me continue cutting it, and we'll see how it looks in its final results. And here's the end result of the action figure now, with the cut to or modified cape. And as you can see down here, it's still, the scallop leg now still hangs to the bottom of it, just like it does in the film. If you look in the back, it does look a little weird for me, because I'm so used to seeing how the cape looked like before, but I still think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not all the way down, but it still looks nice enough. Sideways, you can see it still will drape downwards and looks pretty good. And the overall thing of it all is that this is what you have now with the cape. You have a much more accurate cape to that of the movie. So I'm happy with the results. I think I'm still a little like weird. I'm still a little sad that I cut it, because I still love the way this cape looked like. It's just I want it to look more like the film did, and I think it does now a bit more. So but overall, guys, I do want to thank you for joining me today. I hope this little tutorial that I just did, or this cut that I made, is helpful if you guys decide to do a custom to your cape or not. But yeah, overall, I think this is so much better. I am glad with it. It looks like it's gonna give me much more nicer dynamic poses and look to the capes. But yeah. Alright guys, thanks a lot. If you liked this video and if it was helpful, let me know. Press the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the video below, and I will catch you guys later. Yeah.